What's happening, people? It's the homie Smitster 400, one half of Straight Off the Ave. Shout out my co-host, Mr. Dubbins, and this is Smitster Reacts. Gotta give a shout out to all the subscribers, and if you made it to this video, go ahead, give us a like and subscribe. New content every day, like every day, every single day. You heard? Yeah. So look, man, the homie Diddy did not visit G Dep in prison. That is just so like how, like what, like come on, man. And G Dep, man, G Dep is on Art of Dialogue. Shout out to Art. He speaking about that. So without further ado, man, look, let's get into this. Let's get into this because that's preposterous.
Right. Yeah, that's real talk. But you being G Dub, how was that like for you doing 13 years in prison? How was that experience like?
Yeah, I mean, it teaches you a lot of things, man. Being in prison, we talked about that earlier. I was having a discussion with one of the one of the counselors. When I come out here, and I'm counseled up now. You know what I'm saying? I talk, you know what I'm saying. I got a lot of good people, good people that I talk to, and we were talking and we were saying that people, don't realize that you learn. You get some valuable lessons in jail if you keep your eyes open. You know what I mean? Like you learn structure. You learn to go from point A to point B. And I mean, I know some people might have that instilled in them. You know what I mean? But a lot of times I was, walking around with no direction. I would just go outside, like, whatever happens, wherever the wind blew me, I would go. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, jail kind of shows you, okay, if you leave your house, before you leave your house, you know what I'm saying, where are you going? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right, straight, if you in an area, clean up your area, keep your area tidy. You know what I'm saying? It's basic. You basically relearning everything you knew as a child, everything your parents told you. Clean your room. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Straighten up, wash up, brush your teeth.
And that's why I tell my kids, man, y'all better act right out here. I tell my people, you better act right out here. People telling you when to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Telling you to do this, that, and the third. You can't do this, that, and the third. You ain't got no freedom. And on top of that, it ain't no women up in there. Bruh, do right. Let's continue.
Take a shower. You know what I'm saying? So, jail kind of like just, puts it all in perspective. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you can't run around jail dirty. You know what I'm saying? Brothers is like, yo, jump in that girl, man. Like, jump in that water, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, being sanitary is big in jail, man. So if you were never clean, you're gonna, you know what I mean? You're gonna learn today, yeah. So yeah, so it does teach you, it does have its, advantages. You learn how to, you know, use your mind. You know what I mean? Think. If you read, you know what I mean. You just it's benefits there, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be there. Be open to take them.
Gotta take advantage of the benefits, man. Why not? I mean, you already in there. And did he reach out to you while you was in prison?
Well, he reached out to me. He reached out to me, inadvertently. You know what I'm saying? Like videos and you know what I mean. A couple of interviews. I heard him shout me out. You know what I mean? Yo, shout out to Depp. Hold your head. You know what I mean? But that was, I couldn't expect anything too much from anybody. That's not. That wasn't what type of time that was, man. I went in there on my own, my own volition, man. So, I had to handle that, accordingly.
Right. So pretty much the whole time you was in prison, he didn't reach out to you.
Yeah, 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 man. Shout out to him too, man.
Yeah, I mean, he going through a lot right now. How you feel about everything Diddy going through right now? Like his houses getting ready for sex trafficking. How you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I feel like, whatever's going on, he need, he's gonna handle it. However, whatever happens, whatever transpires, you know what I mean? I mean, like I said, man, I don't know what happened. I don't even know what's going on. You know where I was at. You know what I mean? So, you know, I hope the brother get around it, man. You know what I mean? Whatever's going on.
Yeah, it's a crazy situation with him right now, man. But speaking of Diddy, how did that come about? You getting signed to Bad Boy?
Well, it was really through Black Rob. Black Rob, it was actually through my man, Puka Broxy. My man Puka Broxy was real close with Black Rob, you know what I mean? And he said, yo, I got this kid, man. I know this kid, man, G Dap, man. He got some, this my man, yo, listen to his little demo. He got some joints. You know how it is, regular stuff, you know what I mean? It wasn't no, you know, a formal thing. It was riding around listening to music, you know what I mean? He had my tape, my demo tape. He let Rob, you know, they popped it in. You know, Black Rob fell in love with the joint. This is a joint called Dollar Bill. You know, a friend of mine, me and my man was, you know, we used to shoot to the studio and make songs from time to time. You know what I'm saying? My man Quest, shout to him. You know, the Keith Quest. You know what I'm saying? We used to, you know what I mean, get busy. So he heard that, and he was like, "Yo, the kid, I'm loving this kid, man. Yo, like where is he? I need to meet him." And, you know, one thing led to another. He wound up coming around, and I met him. You know what I'm saying? And then he told me he wanted me to get on his album. You know what I mean? He was like, "Yo, I want you to get on the album, man. No jokes aside, man." I said, "All right," you know, it was just good to meet the brother, you know what I mean? Because he was an industry cat, and like he was really feeling the joints, you know what I'm saying? He was the talk of the town. You know, he's from the neighborhood, you know what I mean? And he had made it. He was on Bad Boy. Everybody knew, yo, the Black Rob kid, man. Yeah, he made it. And so, you know, for somebody like from his caliber to be like, yo, I'm feeling you. You know what I'm saying? It was just, that was all I needed. So like when he told me that he was gonna call me to get on this album, I was like, bet, whatever, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't even gonna hold it to him. If I would have saw him later, somewhere down the line, and he never called me, I still would have, you know, it still would have been love. You know what I'm saying? But he actually called me, and like 2 weeks later, called me. You know what I mean? He hit me up, yo. Actually, I wasn't in the house at the time. He called the number that I gave him. I gave him a landline number. This when we still had landlines. You know what I'm saying? People was really using those. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, yo. So my nephew comes downstairs, tells me, yo, somebody named Black Bob, Black. I was like, Black Rob? He was like, yeah, Black Rob. He called for you. Auntie said, come upstairs. So I come up there, and sure enough, man, she said, yeah, Black Rob just called. He said he gonna call back in 15 minutes. So, you know, what's up? So sure enough, he called back. He was like, yo, Dep, you ready? I'm like, ready for what? He was like, I told you, man, I want you to be on my album, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how he used to talk. I want you to be on my album, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah. I was like, no doubt, man. So what's up? How we gonna do that? And he was like, yo, come down to the studio and, you know, yada yada, man. I got down there. You know what I'm saying? And one of the A&Rs was there. You know what I'm saying? Shout to RPA. We went down to Crazy Cat Studio, D Dot Studio. We went down there and you know, got in there, did the darn thing. You know what I'm saying? The A&R was there, Hoff. Like I said, he was like, he was going ham the whole time I was in the booth. He was like, yeah, keep going. I'm seeing him, I'm reading his lips. Keep going. I'm like this. I'm going crazy on the mic, like, you know, like you go. I'm young. I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm like this. So he like this. Yeah, go, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yo, I'm feeling that, man. So, you know, I'm like, he giving me the motivation, so I'm just going in, da. In the something coming for him, gunning for him. So which, you know, I'm going in. So I get out the booth, and he like, yo, you know, listen to it, man. You know, listen to how that, you know, how you like that, man. So they all left. I'm sitting in there by myself. I'm listening to it. I never really heard anything that loud because I go to the regular, you know, John Jones. He he got his studio on 133 apartment 5E. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was going to studios like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, you get the little monitors, you get to
Yeah.
hear it, you know what I'm saying? Loud a little bit. But like I said, I was
Good
young. I didn't
Jones.
really have a whip to where I could play it in a real loud system. So I never really even heard music that loud. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, it was crazy, man. So, you know, where they played it and it was like sounding real good. So home, you know, Harv comes back in and he's like, yo, I'm gonna talk to you for a minute. Come out. And he asked me, you know, he's like, yo, how would you, you know, would you be interested in signing the Bad Boy? You know? And I was like, I said, man, yeah, I definitely. How about I said, yeah, I would be interested in that. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, so how can we make that happen? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we made it happen. We made some phone calls, called my manager, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the rest is what you know, you know?
Yeah, I had no idea that Black Rob, he played a big part
Yeah,
of you
man.
getting signed a Bad Boy. What was your reaction when he passed away?
Yeah, man, that was something, man. When he passed, you know, I cried like a baby, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I could say that, I had some people pass away that I know. And I don't, I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember crying like that, man. It came out, you know, more so, I think I had deaths in my family, like, my grandmother, my father, things like that. You know, they the impact they had on me. It was, it's something that, you know, those are people that, you gradually start really coming to terms with what's going on and that they're not here. You know what I mean? So I think it was a different, kind of hit. Like it hit like, okay, you know, they're always gonna be, a part of your life because they help, grow you and, you remember them too well. You know what I mean? So, with somebody like Black Rob that, he was my comrade, you know what I'm saying? It was like we had, a relationship that, that was born out of like nothing. Like, you know what I mean? We just clicked for no reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like when he passed, it was like it was like abrupt, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like something got snatched. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And it hurt like out of nowhere, like wow, like, you know what I'm saying? I remember looking out the bars, looking out the window. I was in front of a window. So I was, I was looking out the bar, just thinking about what I had just heard. And it just came out, man, like bawling, like, it was rough though, man. But God is with him. I feel his presence, you know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate that I couldn't come out and be, do it again with my man. But his heart is with us, man. Whoever he touched, you know what I mean?
Definitely R.I.P. Black Rob, man. Like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Classic. You feel me? And as far as losing a homie like that, like he's definitely right because I had plenty of losses over the last couple of years. But like when I lost my homie Measures, man, R.I.P. Measures, it was just like different. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's a different type of pain than like a relative. You feel me? Because you expect that, but like or my little cousin Q, even though it was a relative, that was like my homie, my little bro. You feel me? So like losing him is just like what? You feel me? So certain ones like that hit different. You know, as far as Diddy not visiting the bull, it's like damn, he ain't want to. G Dep kept it real respectful. You feel me? Like he ain't have to visit him type ish. But at the same time, bro, that was your artist. You should have been like popping in at least, bro. Like seeing how homie was doing. Golly. You feel me? Throw him a little, you feel me? Make sure he's straight type ish. You feel me? Like, damn. But yeah, man, sign off in the comments. If you made it to this point in the video, go ahead, give us a like and subscribe. Shout out to all the subscribers, the day oneers and the new ones. You feel me? And yeah, man. Greatly appreciate y'all for tuning in. Um, It's the homie Smitster 400. This has been Smitster Reacts. Merch links in description. We out of here, man. Owie.